Alrighty, friends, are we ready to open up window number 3? This is so exciting. So here is number 3, and I'm going to do it carefully because I don't want to tear these windows. Get my little spatula from my Take Your Pick tool. Oh, this is exciting. And what? Ooh, I like these. These are going to go perfect with the card that we made yesterday. I will have to pull that and add these. So these are just gold shimmer dots. I don't know if they are... Okay, so they are not adhesive. I don't think they're adhesive backed. Oh, I just lost one. They don't feel adhesive back. So these would be great for shaker cards too. Oh, these are going to be fun. Alrighty, well, let me clear my desk and we'll see what kind of fun we create with these. All right, now that we have these that we opened up under window number 3, before we start our next project, I wanted to get a few of these and maybe add them to the card that we created in our second video. So I'm thinking I may do a little dot here and here. So I'm going to use my fine tip glue. This is currently out of stock. I think it's due to come in November. I can tell you I use it daily and I absolutely love it. Oh, maybe I don't need that. It lasts forever, but as soon as it comes in stock, it goes out of stock. Everybody buys it. So I do recommend that when it is in stock, you stock up on it. This bottle I have used since I first purchased it, and so it's lasted a long time because it's been, what, 15, 16 months. But I do want to have another bottle just to have on hold. And you know what I'm noticing? These dots are a variety of different sizes, which is very cool. I'm going to try and get a teeny one. Here we go. And I'm just going to put one more right here. And that little bit of gold glimmer really steps this card up a bit. And I am noticing that there is a top and a bottom to this. Now, why my rubber, maybe I just need to get some new rubber on my Take Your Pick tool. It's not sticking that well, but that's okay. There we go. So just add a few there. And then I still have not done anything to the inside. But you know what we could do? We could find a tiny one and dot the eye. Let's see if this tiny one is too big for the eye. Yeah, I think it's too big. I don't really like it. So anyway, I wanted to add my dots to that, and I like that. Now let's go ahead and start our next project. And so for project number 3, I decided to just focus on these embellishments. And so I have my card base here. And then I cut a piece of real red, the size of my card base, so 5 1/4 or 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I think my adhesive is almost out. That always happens when I go live. And we're just going to adhere this to our card front. It looks like my card base is slightly longer, so I do have my paper trimmer here, and let's go ahead and just trim that. There we go. And then I am doing a Christmas card today, actually. And before I came on live, I embossed a piece of white willow with this Snowflake embossing folder. It is called the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. And I will list in the description box everything I use. But this is what it looks like. It's a 6x6. I love this one. This came out last year. I should have looked to see if it is still available, but I will note that in the description box below. So we're just going to put that there. And then I used my pine tree trimmings die. I used this Christmas tree die. This is part of a bundle. There's a Darling stamp set that goes with it that I did not get. I got just the dies, but I'm very tempted to get the stamp set. And I took this DSP from the exclusive pack that we got under window number 2 in the calendar. And I cut 2 trees using that. I also cut the star die, and this I used my gold foil paper. I cut the circle from the Stylish Shapes. I love this one because they all it's easy to mat. And then I pulled out, I used all my dies today. I pulled out my Abundant Joy dies, and I cut the joy out of that gold foil. And this die set is the die set that they made to go with the Paper Pumpkin subscription. It's a great die set because it's got the tag, and then it's got the flower and the leaves, the sprigs. So you could totally use this year round. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and have not gotten it, I recommend you get it. All right, so what I am thinking we are going to do here, and I did all that die cutting off camera because I wanted to be cognizant of your time, and you all have seen me die cut before. But if you have any questions about die cutting, just holler. I do love the Stampin' Up! Die cut machine. I've had 3 different die cut machines in the 30 plus years that I have been paper crafting, and I thought my last die cut machine was like the best one ever. And then I got the Stampin' Up! One, and I highly recommend it. I love it because you don't have to change settings or dials to die cut and or emboss. And everything cuts like glue, and it's quick and easy. The plate recipes or the sandwich recipes are right on the plate, so you don't have to worry about losing the recipes, and it's just, I love it. And I love that you can get the regular size and the cute little mini one. I have both of them. I use both of them. But if you could only get one, I get asked this question a lot. If you could only get one die cut machine, would you get the regular size or the mini? Because the mini is super, super cute. And it's great for when you are, I'm just putting my lid back on my glue because this stuff will dry up quickly. The mini one is easy to take with you if you're going to a retreat or a crop or you're traveling. But I would recommend the regular size one first, just because the embossing folders that Stampin' Up! Cells. They come in a variety of sizes. So you have the 6x6 size, you have the 6x8 size, and those would not fit in the mini. All right, so you can see I used dimensionals to pop this tree up, and that just gives it some more dimension. It makes it look like this tree is behind that one, which I guess it actually is. I'm going to put my star there, and I think I will pop him up. And after I get done with this card, I'm going to put a block on my joy, just so that it will adhere nicely to the embossed paper. This is when you, oh, I should use my take your pick tool. Oh, that did, let me get my, that one didn't have a backing on it. Alrighty. So we'll put this one here. So hopefully this is showing you the versatility of all of the products so far that we have opened in our calendar. I know we're only on day 3. And really nothing in the calendar is screaming holiday, but I thought that this, as soon as I saw these, I immediately thought of little baubles on a Christmas tree. And so now what I'm going to do is just put some of that glue, and I'll do some of this on camera, and then I'll finish it up off camera, and you can see how fun this is. So it's a nice, and these are not adhesive back, which it would probably be a little bit easier if it was, but I like it because we have the option of using them for shakers. And that would be very fun. If they were adhesive back, we wouldn't be able to do that. So I am just, let me get my piercing tool. See if this will help. No. And I am using the small ones here, but maybe as I get down to the wider part of the tree, I'll add some of the larger size. And so what I'm thinking is I'll just add the bling to the tree in the back and leave the tree in the front plain, so you can see, so there's a contrast. And you know what, I can tell you, as I do more of these, it's getting easier and easier. So when you make holiday cards or any kind of cards, do you make one of a kind, one and done, or do you do like bulk and do a variety of one design? I like to create a card and then mass produce and make, you know, 5 or 6 of the same design. Once you design the card, mass producing is pretty easy. And so what I'll do is I'll design a card and then I'll mass produce. So if I was going to make multiples of these, I would design this, then I would maybe emboss everything, and then I would cut everything and do it like that, and then just have an assembly party of matting all the cardstocks onto the card base, and then adding all the parts and pieces. So I would love to know in the comments, do you like to mass produce, or do you like to do one of a kind? And yeah, there's times when I'll do one of a kind, but majority of the time, if I, design something and I like it, then I will, make multiples of that card. And I love to have cards on hand, because you never know in a moment's notice. In fact, I am getting ready to go up to Connecticut next week, where I am from, and visit my mom. And then my youngest daughter actually lives about 15 minutes from where I grew up. And who would have ever thought I'd have a daughter who now lives where I grew up? But she's a ballet dancer for Ballet Hartford, and she has a performance on Halloween. And so I'm going to go up for the week and take my mom and then spend some time with my daughter. And she called me the other day and said, Mom, I need some birthday cards, and then I need some thank you cards. Could you bring some up for me? And I said, I sure can, because I have my little stash. So it makes me happy that that they, come to me and ask me for cards. It makes me really happy that they mail cards and gift cards. Okay, what I'm doing here is I didn't want that to be in such a straight line. So kind of just moving it around while the glue is still wet. Okay, there we go. So there is our simple card using the fun little gold glimmer confetti dots that came in our calendar. So we've done quite a variety so far. We've got a Christmas card. We've got our fun fold birthday card. And then from day number 1, we've got our thinking of you card. I wonder what we're going to see under window number 3. I will be back with that very soon. If you don't already follow me or subscribe to my channel, if you could hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. It helps my little channel to grow. And leave me a comment on if you mass produce cards, and which is your favorite product behind the window so far. Do you like the dies, the DSP, or our fun gold glitter embellishments? We'll catch you on the next video.